I'm pretty sure you know what's gonna happen if you're not compliant with your case plan, right? If your daughter's been in care for a year, you're not heading in a good direction. Because at 6 months, we look at a case plan change. So if you're at a year and you haven't done teros or testing, your case plan isn't going in the direction. If we sever on one kid, within 18 months, if your other kid comes into care, we don't have to offer a case plan or reunification. Your case plan will move very quick. So I would encourage you today to be more proactive and stop wasting so much time arguing and do what you need to do to either get clean, address your mental health, your living situation, and everything else. Because you fighting the system is only going to lose your kids in the system. And you won't get them back once they go into foster care. If your families are ruled out, they go into foster care and you won't have any contact with them. So all I can do is encourage you guys to do what you need to do of why your kids came into care. There's a concern that you're using drugs. If you're not using drugs, go down and drug test. Not just today. Every day that you need to drug test, go down and drug test. If somebody told me I need a drug test, whether I want to do it or not, I would go down and do it. And if I had something in my system, I would have an honest conversation about, hey, I'm using marijuana, I'm using meth, but I want to get clean. This is what I'm willing to do. Because we have all those services that are available to you guys for free. We can work with you on that. But what we can't do is just keep wasting time with you guys saying, I'm going to drug test, I'm going to drug test. We know meth's only in your system for 3 days. If we ask you to drug test the day you're asked to drug test, people all day long, we sit in this building with the same people, same excuses. Well, I'll drug test today, but you were asked to drug test last week.
All I asked for was some legal, lawful obligation to work with you guys.
Stephen, those things changed.
That's not asking too much.
Those things changed last year because CPS, we used to not need a warrant to remove kids, and was it last year?
You guys remove 50 kids a day for profit.
Stephen, I'm not going to go into what your theory is because we work in this field, and I've worked in this field for 25 years, and I know how things run, and I'm a social worker with a degree, so your theories are not correct. If you ever want to get a job, volunteer in this kind of field, then it would help you to be educated on those things, okay? We work very hard to keep kids in their home. We know that when we remove kids, they usually don't go back home.
So my question is
this:
if I start complying with you guys,
yeah,
okay, and I go down and drug test, you come see my house.
It's not going to be one drug test, Stephen.
That ain't my question. Let me finish. How long is it going to take? Seriously, and I don't want to hear from Rhonda because she's already lied to me. She told me she wouldn't take my baby out of the hospital. She did it immediately. I want to know how long is it going to take for me to get my baby? Because my baby's a couple days old. He needs his parents. He needs the closeness of his parents. You guys are the child's safety. So you guys should know what happens when you separate a child from his parents. I need to get my baby back to me as soon as possible. So if I comply with you guys and I go down a drug test and everything works out, how long is it going to take me, honestly, to get my baby back to me?
If we look at an in-home plan, that doesn't mean your dependency goes away. That doesn't mean a dependency wasn't filed. It's going to depend at the end of the meeting what we decide to do, and then we can talk about timeframes and what that looks like for you.
So months. Well, we're talking months. My son is going to be damaged from this.
It's not going to be today or tomorrow. There has to be a time frame where you guys show behavioral changes.
I have not committed a crime.
Well, we don't know where you live.
Who are you, though? I have not committed a crime.
Okay.
I've done nothing wrong to my child.
You have to assess your living environment.
You guys have caused more suffering to my child than anybody, as it stands right now. You guys have caused more damage to my child than anybody in this room.
Okay.
By separating him from his parents. And she promised me she would not take him from the hospital. I told her, leave him in the hospital until we get this hashed out. And she told me we were not taking him from the hospital. And the very next day, she removed him from the hospital. That's another one of her lies. But you guys expect me to tell the truth and do all this, but you can lie and falsify documents and everything else. And it says this.
We need to take a break.
Yeah, can we have a 5-minute break?
Go ahead.
Can we step
You
out?
guys can all step out.